You paid cash today, so why isn't it an expense yet? Many people assume that whenever cash is paid, an expense should be recorded immediately. But is that always true? Imagine a business pays for a 1-year insurance policy today. Should the entire payment be recorded as an expense today? Or should the expense be recognized over time as the insurance coverage is used? That's exactly what we'll answer in today's video. Before we look at the example, let's first define what a prepaid expense is. A prepaid expense is a payment made in advance for goods or services that will be used or consumed in a future accounting period. In simple terms, cash is paid now, but benefit comes later. Another important point to remember is that prepaid expenses are assets because they provide future economic benefits. That means the business has already paid for something that it will use over time, so the payment still has value. A prepaid expense isn't limited to just one type of account. For example, it could be prepaid insurance, prepaid rent, or even prepaid advertising, depending on what the business paid for in advance. If you look at the visual, you'll see the process. First, the business pays cash. Next, it records the asset because the future benefit hasn't been used yet. Finally, as the goods or services are consumed over time, the prepaid asset is gradually recognized as an expense. That's the basic idea behind prepaid expenses. Let's continue with Alex Consulting Business and see how this works in practice. On January 31, Alex Consulting Business pays $1,200 for a 12-month insurance policy beginning February 1. Remember, the business has already paid the cash, but the insurance coverage will be received over the next 12 months. Now here's a question for you. How do you think we should record this transaction? Take a moment to think before we reveal the journal entry. Here's how we record the transaction. Since the business paid $1,200 for an insurance policy that provides future benefits, the payment is not recorded as an expense immediately. Instead, we debit prepaid insurance for $1,200. As we learned earlier, prepaid expenses are assets because they represent future economic benefits. Next, we credit cash for $1,200 because cash has been paid. Paying cash doesn't always mean an expense is recorded. In this case, the payment creates an asset because the insurance coverage will be received over the next 12 months. The journal entry shown here uses the asset method, where the payment is recorded as an asset first because it provides future benefits. Now, let's move to February 28. As shown on the slide, 1 month of the insurance policy has expired. Since the policy costs $1,200 and covers 12 months, 1 month's insurance is $100. Because 1 month of the insurance has now been used, it's time to recognize that portion as an expense. We debit insurance expense for $100 because the business has now incurred 1 month's insurance expense. And we credit prepaid insurance for $100. As 1 month of coverage is used, the value of that asset decreases. And remember, when an asset decreases, we credit the asset account. Notice that cash doesn't appear in this journal entry because the payment was already recorded on January 31. This adjusting entry simply transfers $100 from the prepaid asset to an expense. If the insurance policy continues for the full 12 months, the same adjusting entry will be recorded at the end of each month, such as March 31, April 30, and so on, until the entire $1,200 has been recognized as insurance expense. By the end of the 12th month, the prepaid insurance account will have a zero balance because the entire asset has now been used. Remember the key idea on the slide. Recognize the expense as the benefit is used. Let's quickly review the entire process. For prepaid expense, the process starts when the business pays cash. Since the business hasn't received the full benefit yet, it records an asset. That's why the first journal entry is debit prepaid X and credit cash. The X simply represents the specific prepaid account. For example, it could be prepaid insurance, prepaid rent, or prepaid advertising. Next, the business uses the goods or services over time. As the benefit is consumed, it records an expense by debiting the related expense account and crediting the prepaid asset because the asset has decreased. Although the account names may change, the process stays exactly the same. Whenever you see pay first and use later, you're dealing with a prepaid expense. In this video, we use the asset method to record prepaid expenses. In the next video, we'll compare the asset method and the expense method so you can understand both approaches and when they are used. That wraps up today's lesson on prepaid expenses. I hope you now understand why a prepaid expense is recorded as an asset first and then recognized as an expense over time as it's used. Before you go, let me know in the comments. Is everything clear? In the next video, we'll learn about the asset method and the expense method when recording prepaid expenses. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson.